Missions is the pulsating lifeblood of the Baptist General Conference. It throbs through leadership training in the Philippines. It beats through church extension in Brazil. It runs through an American Indian ministry in Minnesota. It touches the lives of boys and girls from the streets of our cities as they meet in a conference camp. Commitment to missions makes us what we are. It began with Gustav Palmquist and two other immigrants from Sweden who established a church in Rock Island, Illinois, and with John Alexis Edgren, who had a vision of Christian higher education, which led to Bethel College and Seminary, and with Christopher Celine, who went to Texas and the Midwest to start new churches, and with Sten Berg, the first missionary supported by our new Board of Foreign Missions, who began work in China, opened the door for our mission in Ethiopia, and continued his service as a pioneer in the Japan mission. They shared their lives, and from these beginnings there has developed within the conference a tradition of sharing. Today's world is different, yet today's mission is shared across the world. Through Elmer Fisher as he works to build a mission church in suburban St. Louis, Missouri, by Dr. Bob Smith as he teaches inquiring youth at Bethel, by Dr. Tom Coleman as he ministers to the sick at Bikoji in Ethiopia, by Walter Anderson as he leads a rapidly growing Bible Institute at Vancouver. These and many other mission pastors, Christian teachers, careful administrators, and overseas missionaries continue today the Baptist General Conference tradition of sharing. Through them, you and I enter into this tradition of sharing as we regularly support our local church, our district conference, and our united mission for Christ. But today's opportunities and today's handicaps are greater than can be covered by our weekly budget contributions. Students continue to flock to Bethel for their college education. The dormitories, classrooms, and dining halls are crowded beyond endurance. The handicap confines and deadens the opportunity. Likewise, at Vancouver Bible Institute, there are not enough chairs and desks in the library room to accommodate even 10% of the students. A building lot at a strategic location is available for a church extension project in cities such as Columbus, Ohio. But there are no more church extension funds available for assistance in the purchase of this lot. Tomorrow may be too late. Someone else will have bought it. A great old church stands in Brooklyn. Its neighborhood has changed. A man must be trained for the specialized inner-city ministry. Every village in Southeast Asia has a radio. It is the open door of evangelism to thousands who will never see a missionary or a national pastor. But how shall they receive the good news unless broadcasting equipment is provided for the Philippines? As Jesus healed the sick and the lame, so our missionaries and national Christian doctors and nurses bring healing to thousands in Assam and Ethiopia. The Assamese nurses must care for the sick in Assam as missionaries are withdrawn from the field. But our nurses' training school is inadequate now to train all the young women who are needed for the care of their own people. In the face of these urgent needs, the Baptist General Conference, at its annual meeting in San Diego, June 1970, voted to conduct a special mission needs campaign for capital funds, which is different from an annual support program. Money is needed for buildings and leadership training which the annual budget cannot support. If our mission to preach, to teach, and to heal is to seize today's opportunities and not be further limited by the restrictive handicaps imposed by lack of facilities, equipment, and workers, all the members of the Baptist General Conference must enter into the fellowship of sharing through support of MissionShare. MissionShare must be over and above support. We dare not take from United Mission for Christ or district support, lest the very purpose of MissionShare be frustrated. There is enough money to support our local churches, our established mission services, and MissionShare as well. To bring the potential support into MissionShare, we need only to ask for it and ask properly. This is what you are requested to do. Your task is a simple one and will get the desired results if you follow these MissionShare directions. First, you are requested to make a friendly, personal call on 4 or 5 families to provide them an opportunity to make their response to the needs. These families have already learned about MissionShare through printed materials, film strip, posters, sermons, and announcements. They are expecting you to call and to provide them the opportunity to make their MissionShare commitment. Second, when you call, get right down to business by stating the purpose of your call, which is to talk about your church's participation in MissionShare. Third, then take time to tell about the needs. Use the MissionShare brochure for outline and illustration. Tell about the need for new churches in crowded Japan where this mother and child can receive Christian training and fellowship. Tell about an in-service scholarship for a young pastor to minister to the crowds that now throng the inner cities. About the needs for new and larger facilities to serve the young people who are coming in increasing number to Bethel and Vancouver Bible Institute. Fourth, then explain the total objective of $3 million. Divided $1,200,000 for foreign missions, $600,000 for home missions, $1,200,000 for education. Fifth, help your prospect to think big. MissionShare cannot be supported by single, out-of-pocket contributions. Generous giving over an extended period is required. The share is the basic unit of giving to MissionShare. It is a commitment of $180 payable over 3 years. This is $60 per year, or $5 per month for 36 months. In each church there are families or individuals who will want to give multiple shares. A family may make a commitment of 2 or 5 or 10 or any other number of shares. The number of shares times $5 is the amount of the monthly payment. 3 shares is $15 per month. 10 shares is $50 per month. Sixth, tell them about the objective adopted by your church and the scale of commitments needed to reach the objective. Seventh, inquire if they would consider a commitment of more than 1 share. Suggest an amount that is reasonable for the family and also represents a deep sense of mission. This might be 2 shares, 3, 5, or possibly 10. Perhaps, however, a single share would be appropriate for this family. Before seeking a final decision, in most cases, it will be appropriate to pause for prayer, asking for God's guidance in the decision to be made and His blessing upon the family. Eighth, when the decision is made, you should fill in the commitment card. The date, amount of commitment, amount paid at time of commitment, if any, schedule of payments, date of first payment. When completely filled out, give the card to the family. Ask them to check it for accuracy and sign it. When the card is signed, thank the family, conclude your visit, and move along to the call on your next prospect. Be sure to attend the weekly target report meetings to report the results of your visitation. This is your checklist for successful MissionShare visitation. Thoroughly inform yourself in advance regarding the needs, the objective, the share plan, the interests of your prospects. Make your own commitment before you ask others to make theirs. Call on every prospect personally. Tell about the need, objective, and the share plan. Suggest a number of shares for consideration by the prospect as the amount they may wish to contribute. Fill out the commitment card completely and obtain the prospect's signature. Report the results of your efforts at the target report meetings. A faithful visitor who follows these suggestions will obtain a good response. Through the investment of his time, energy, prayer, and his own MissionShare commitment, he will become a sharer in our mission. He will become one with Palmquist, Edgren, Saline, and Lindbergh, with Fisher, Dr. Smith, Dr. Coleman, and President Walter Anderson in our fellowship in sharing. Maintaining the fellowship in sharing now depends on me and on you.